show. Thank you for being with us today. Huge congratulations from our team. That was a huge win in Augusta for both you and Tiger. Definitely a historic moment for sure. A day we'll all remember. Let's rewind a bit. Take us through the couple weeks leading up to the Masters.
Well, 2 weeks out, we go to the match play, and he's starting to show signs of playing decent. Beats Rory, and I think that gave him a little bit of confidence to beat Rory, knowing he was playing probably better than anyone on the tour. He just come off the TPC win. So that was a big boost of confidence, and there was a letdown that afternoon by losing to Lucas, who played well. I got to give him credit, made some birdies coming in. You know, you never want to lose, obviously, and I think had Tiger advanced to Sunday, I certainly like his chances, not taking anything away from the guys that played well on Sunday and won. But as it turns out, maybe it was a blessing because the weather was pretty bad that Sunday morning, I guess. Even if you lose Sunday, you got to play 36 holes on that Sunday. That may have taken a lot out of them. Right. So the fact that we got out there Saturday night at the time, that stunk. But looking back, I think it's probably a good thing. Yes.
Did you have a feeling about Tiger earlier in the week?
You know, I always like I always have a good feeling about the guy. Obviously, he's won there 4 times. And so you always have good vibes going there. Because I think it's important when guys have success in the past. Doesn't mean guys can't win their first or second time or whatever, win their first green jacket. But like I said, he's got a lot of confidence going in, and he knows the golf course probably better than anyone.
Walk us through that Sunday. Was there a specific moment that you thought you guys had a really good chance?
I don't know if there was a specific moment. I mean, it came right down to the last hole, as you know. And I like my guys' chances against anyone in the entire world ever when it comes to that kind of stuff. So I knew he was going to give himself some opportunities and be right there. It was just a question of, you know, certainly not making a mistake, but also making a couple of putts.
Right.
As it turns out, you know, he didn't even need to make a putt. He had 2 2-putt birdies, and then he hit a close on 16. So he played that well, really what I call not holing anything. But he didn't have to because he hit the par 5s and 2, and then he hit it close on 16.
Right.
Yeah.
So the shots on 15 and 16 were pivotal. Can you walk us through those shots
for us?
Sure,
of course. You know, 15, he had a good drive down the right side, which he hadn't done all week. He was down on the left side most of the time because he was trying to hit that little cut. And the first couple of days, he kind of hit a straight ball. It was not really blocked out, but it's not the ideal spot.
Yeah.
So he hit it down the right side, which was perfect. It gives you an angle to that pin, which we weren't going to shoot for.
Right.
But we did have a nice comfortable number. We had 228 yards, which was kind of a perfect 5-iron.
Yeah.
Not a lot of wind, but I will say this. You know, we waited for at least 4 minutes out on the fairway. And that's not the kind of shot you want to kind of stew over and, you know, think about for 4 minutes.
Yeah.
Like I said, the saving grace is it wasn't that windy and the greens were still pretty receptive. So, and again, the fact that we had a nice number for a 5-iron, I don't know if that makes it easier. You still got to pull the shot off. But he pulled it off, hit a great shot to, you know, 40 feet right of the hole, pin high, and hit a beautiful putt down there, you know, like this. You know, easy tap and birdie. And then we got up on 16, and he obviously has some momentum, and the adrenaline's flowing. We got 180 yards. And for him, that's a huge 8-iron.
Right.
If it wasn't those circumstances, he probably would have hit a 7-iron. That's more of a 7-iron number for him. But the fact that the pin was left, which calls for a little bit of a draw.
Right.
And I like the fact that he could just hammer it and not hit it past the hole, which was nice. So he stepped up there and hit a beautiful 8-iron, you know, the tight draw that probably drew 5 yards. You know, hit exactly where you're supposed to hit and almost went in the hole, obviously. And then, you know, there's no such thing as an easy putt in those circumstances, but to have a 2.5 footer straight up the hill was kind of nice too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was the atmosphere like on 16?
You know, it was awesome. I mean, people kept asking me afterwards, you know, what was it like to see? You know, when you hit that shot and it goes on the bank, you see the people rise, and you're thinking to myself, you always want to have a hole-in-one, obviously, and it's neat if you do, but at the same time, I think, if we can have a hole-in-one here, now we're basically going to win this thing.
Yeah.
Now, the chances of it going the hole, I understand, are pretty slim, but just to see all the people get up and you hear the ooh-ahs, and back in the tee, you can't tell, you know, if it's online or not.
Right.
But when they're standing up, you know it's got a shot. Just an incredible feeling. They were going nuts, so it was really awesome.
Yeah. So Tiger putts out, the crowd roars, he embraces you. What did he first say to you?
Well, he says, we did it, which I think everybody could read his lips, which was nice.
Yeah.
You know, I love the moment. It's an incredible moment. I think about it 24/7. I think about it all the time.
Yeah.
But, you know, I wanted him to enjoy the moment for a minute by himself, shake everyone's hands, which is the proper thing to do. And then we had a great moment together, you know, on the green, you know, kind of shoving each other and having a little fun with that. Because we did that back in 2013 at TPC. So it was just kind of our little thing and a neat moment. And the fact, you know, you get goosebumps, the fact he says, the first thing he says, we did it.
Oh, yeah.
You know, he always makes you feel like part of the team.
Yeah.
You know, I feel more like a friend than a caddy, you know what I mean, with Tiger?
Family.
Which is, family, exactly.
How did your emotions with this victory and on Tiger's back differ from the 92 Masters win with Fred?
Well, both very special for me as a caddy because I love both guys. You know, we all know Fred, Mr. Cool. He's a little bit more low key, a little more laid back, right? So he's not going to go for the huge celebration on 18 or get all jacked up or give the fist pump and everything else. But he's just as excited inside, obviously. But both special moments for me because, like I said, the guys were great to me and have been great to me over the years. I got a nice little text. I got a lot of texts, but I got a nice text from Fred afterwards. He basically said, he goes, I'm more happy for you and Tiger today than I am for, when I won back in 92. I said, well, don't be ridiculous. It's nice that you say that, but you know what I mean. Just that's the kind of person Fred is. But both very special moments, equally great and, love both guys.
Yeah. Well, thanks so much, Joe.
Yeah, it was easy. No
and
problem.
Good luck to you guys in New York.
All right.
Awesome.
Thank you. Anytime.
Thank you.